Hello students, I hope you are doing well. Today we are going to focus on connectives and different kinds of connectives what we have. What do we understand by the word connectives? When we say connective, it talks about some kind of a connection. So here, these words or phrases which are used as connectives are helpful for us to link the sentences or to make a proper sentence by the use of these connectives. So we can construct a proper sentence and even try to organize the text properly into paragraphs or sentences, okay, or as a text with the help of these connectives. So this helps us out in establishing connections between the sentence and within a sentence and between the sentences to construct a paragraph. So when we use these connectives, it the text what we try to construct would be better organized and we can understand it better and in an easier manner, and one flow of thought or one chain of thought would progress to another. So everything goes in a sequence manner. So one after the other idea would be seen in the essay or any written format what we are trying to whatever we are trying to write down, or whether it's a speech or an essay or anything that would make some sense when we use these connectives. So the under different kinds of connectives, we see the first one as adding connectives. When we see these adding connectives, these are helpful for adding further information. See, we have some examples like and, so, also, as well as, moreover, and to. For example, um, air conditioners use a lot of energy. Additionally, they cause pollution. So, the additional information which is added to a sentence would be added to it by the help of these connectors. So remember that these connectors or connectives are also called as linkers, okay, as they create a link between the words in a sentence or between the sentences in a paragraph. So some other examples could be both, in addition to, along with, etc. So these are the examples for adding connectives. The next one is sequencing connectives. So these sequensive connectives would help us develop a logical sequence in the ideas or in the sentences according to the chronological order. So we can see some examples here like next, then, firstly, secondly, thirdly, finally, meanwhile, eventually, okay, initially, after, before, etc. These could be some examples. So, for instance, initially he invested a small amount. Later, he asked his friends to invest in it. So this could be one example for sequencing connectives. The next one is emphasizing connectives. So here, emphasizing is to highlight certain points. So these connectives will help us out in highlighting certain things or certain points in a sentence or in a paragraph. For example, work hard especially if you wish to top the class. So the word especially is seen here. So, why do we have to top the class or why do we have to work hard has been emphasized here. Okay, so that we can top the class when we work hard. Okay, so some more examples are like above all. Okay, in particular, significantly, indeed, notably, on the whole, etc. So these could be the probable examples for emphasizing connectives. The next one is comparing connectives. Comparing means to compare two ideas or more ideas and to show them similarly or to show their similarity. For instance, we can say he is clever, similarly his brother is intelligent. Okay, so these could be some examples like equally, in the same way, similarly, likewise, as with, etc. or exactly. Okay, these are some examples for comparing connectives. These connectives are helpful for us in comparing people or things or instances in a sentence. The next one is cause and effect connectives. These would these would explain why something happens. Okay, the reason would be told to us. So some examples for these could be because, so, therefore, thus, consequently, or as a consequence, or as a result, therefore, hence. Okay, for instance, or in fact, these could be some examples for cause and effect connectives. So the girl missed her bus, consequently, she was late for her class. This could be the consequence for her, missing her bus, the consequence which she faces. I hope all these points are easier to understand. The next point is qualifying connectives. These qualifying connectives try to say why something may change because of something else in a sentence. Okay, however, although, unless, except, if, as long as, okay, until, yet, okay, all these would be the examples for qualifying connectives. For example, if you work hard, we will go out to play. Okay, so this could be the example for qualifying connectives. The next one is illustrating connectives. Here, illustrating means to provide examples. It tries to provide more examples or more definitions of it. For example, such as, for instance, as revealed by, in the case of, okay, so such as, okay, these whereas would be some of the examples. So she eats a lots of fruits such as apples, bananas, watermelons, etc. Okay, these are some examples for illustrating connectives. So contrasting connectives is the last one. Contrasting, which means it shows the difference between two ideas. Whereas, we have some example as whereas, instead of, alternatively, otherwise, unlike, on the other hand, but, or however. These could be the contrasting connectives. Okay, for an example for this could be I'm tall whereas my sister is short. Okay, on the contrast, right? Two people from belonging from the same family, and then we can just say that I'm tall whereas my sister is short. Okay, so I hope you understood all the nine different, eight different connectives what I have discussed so far. So along with the examples, hope to see you soon in the next video. Thank you.